On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. It's the 3rd day of Christmas. Ready for the French hens? We're going to start in a child's pose. So knees as wide as the mat. Send the bum back, arms out in front of you. And take a couple of deep breaths, settling here. Maybe in and out through the nose. Maybe using the mouth if you're a bit blocked up or bunged up. Really letting yourself sink on the exhales. Just grounding yourself in before your journey to become a hen. Taking one final deep breath here. And then lifting up to your fingertips, looking towards your hands, and we're going to wrap this left arm all the way under right. Reaching that right arm as long as you can, maybe crawling the fingers a little further towards the top of the mat, maybe inching that left arm a little further underneath, maybe gazing up under that right armpit, maybe pressing your head down towards the mat, whatever you fancy. Still easing the bum back towards the heels, rolling that right shoulder back. And then planting that right hand, looking up towards it as you bring your left to meet it. Right arm wraps underneath left. Reach that left arm long, maybe peering under your armpit, maybe getting a whiff. Which for someone who is wearing the same clothes for all of these 12 days of Christmas, that whiff's going to get stronger. Take one more breath here, maybe reaching that right arm through a little more, looking up under that left armpit. And then turning to look towards the fingers, unraveling that right arm, coming up to your knees. Knees come underneath hips, tuck the toes, press the hips high, downward facing dog. Taking a couple of steps here to bend out the legs, reaching the hips high, pressing the torso back towards the calves, the shins. And then taking some steps up towards the front of the mat. Feet hip width apart. Dangling here, letting the tip of your head drop towards the floor. And then tuck chin into chest and roll all the way up. Reach your arms high. And then release them down beside you. And take a couple of rolls of the shoulders. Rolling those shoulders back. And then, as we are a hen today, or three French hens, we need to move into that neck. Hens do a lot with their neck, a lot of pecking, of eating, of just general movement. Take your chin into your chest. And then inhale it all the way up to that left shoulder. Exhaling to take it back, chin close to chest as it circles all the way up to right shoulder. And take these little semicircles with your breath a couple of times. Just starting to move into the neck. And then the next time your chin comes into the center, inhale to rise as you look forward. Now, there's a very much walk like an Egyptian moment here. A hen pecking. Oh Lord, it's only day 3, So look in front of you and really gently just edging the neck forward and back. Forward and back. I find this movement very hard. Forward and back, as small or as big as you would like. Take it easy. And then release it out. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up above you. Let's get these hens moving. Exhale, take the arms out to the side as you press the bum back and fold. Inhaling, hands to shins. Find a half lift. Exhale, release it down. Step right and left foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees and send the elbows back towards you as the body comes all the way down to the mat. Fingers spread wide as you inhale to find your cobra. Roll shoulders back. Press hips down into the ground. Exhale to release it back down to the mat. Inhale up to your knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, rise your right leg as high as you can and then step it through between the hands, rising up to a high lunge. And just take some time to make sure there's some space between your feet, that you feel stable. Rise the arms all the way up. Send that left heel back behind you. Bend into that front leg, making sure knee is stacked over your heel. And then ground your hands to your shoulders. It's time for some hen-like wing movements. We're gonna inhale, take the elbows forward, and then send them back on the exhale, finding some circles here. Inhale to rise them up. Exhale to send them back. One more here. Inhale to rise. Exhale to send them back. Now release the hands and step the back foot all the way up to meet the front. Rise the arms up. Exhale through heart center. Release the hands and 3 of those little pecking movements, sending the chin out and back in. Out and back in. Out and back in. Lovely. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, send them wide as bum goes back. Fold all the way down. Inhale, hands come to shins. Find your half lift. Exhale, release. Step left and right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shift through to a plank. Exhaling, knees to the ground, elbows back towards you as you lower the body down. Inhaling up to your cobra, maybe a slightly taller cobra. Maybe you're a hen ready to peck again. Exhale, release it all the way back down. Inhale, press up to knees, tuck your toes, press hips high, downward facing dog. Now inhale to lift that left leg as high as you can and then step it through between the hands as many times as you need to. Inhaling the arms up into your high lunge. Taking those feet maybe a little further apart just to find a little more stability, a little more balance. Pressing knee over your ankle, reaching the arms up. And then grounding the hands to the shoulders again. This time we're taking them forward. So inhale to take the elbows back. Exhale to take them forward. Maybe the elbows meet. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Yes. And then release the hands down. Step the right foot all the way up, reach the arms high, exhale through heart center, release them by your side. And those final 3 pecks, reaching your chin forward and back 3 times. I don't feel like I'm doing it particularly beautifully. I cannot walk like an Egyptian, it's clear to see. Okay. We're taking the feet wide, toes off the mat, heels in. Now, if there is another thing that hens are known for doing, it's laying eggs. And so it's our time, ladies and gents, it's our time. It's our time to lay eggs. So we're gonna take feet out, toes out, heels in, rise the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring hands through heart center, send those elbows out wide, those wings are ready. And then sit all the way down into your squat, your malasana, pressing elbows into thighs. But oh no, we can't stay here for too long because there's a threat. Inhale, reach out. We cannot lay our eggs when there is a threat in sight. Exhale, we'll take it down. I told you there was going to be some tenuous links. Finding that malasana, that squat, another time. Oh no, we can't lay. There's something there. Reach the arms up. Final time, final opportunity. Send the bum down. Find that squat. Here we are. We can lay that egg. Oh, what a relief. Just sit here, maybe closing your eyes. I'm not sure if hens do that to lay their eggs. But you never know. Maybe pressing those thighs a little wider. And then press the hands down to the floor. Step right and left foot back to downward facing dog. Now take the feet as wide as the mat in your downward dog, toes slightly off, heels in. Walk your hands back to sit in that malasana, that squat at the back of your mat. And now we have laid our egg, we need to stretch it off. So plant that left hand to the floor, using it to open up that left thigh. Inhale, right arm up. As you're reaching this arm up, press that right thigh out. So both thighs are pressing away from each other. Oh, it's a big one. Breathe into it here. It's uncomfortable business laying eggs. Oh. And then bring that hand back down. Press the hands together at heart center. This time, right hand to the floor. Left arm reaches up. Oh yeah, press those thighs apart. Really reach that left arm. One more breath. Oh. And then reach the hand down, press the hips high, oh yeah. Bring your feet back to hip width and just dangle here in your forward fold. You can take a big old bend in the knees. You could grab a hold of opposite elbow if you are wearing a hat. It's not gonna do. You're gonna have to keep a slight lift to your head. Take one final breath here. Inhale, hands to shins, find a half lift. Reach the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, and then bring the hands back down, walk them out to your downward facing dog. It's feeding time for our hens. Rise your right leg high and step it through between the hands. Keep the hands connected to the floor around that right foot as you lift your left foot as high as you can, standing on one leg. Reaching your head down as if you were trying to peck whatever it is off the ground. If you would like the challenge, bringing your hands behind you to your sacrum, palms facing up, rolling those shoulders back like your little wings. Peck, hens, peck. Reach that left leg a little higher for 3, for 2, for 1. Release the hands if they're back behind you. Reach that left leg back. Step right foot all the way back, downward facing dog. Luckily, some more food has been provided. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Keep those hands grounded around that front foot as you lift the right leg as high as you can. Pressing your chest and your head down towards the ground to peck up that food, maybe taking the hands back behind you. There might be a far more wobbly side. Roll the shoulders back. Lift that right leg a little higher for 3, for 2, for 1. Place those hands back down if they're behind you and step the right foot all the way up to the front. Fold over your legs and then tuck chin into chest. Roll all the way up, lifting your arms as you rise and then bringing hands to shoulders. We bring the elbows towards each other and take them back. Massive circles 3 times. With those wings, keep a little softness in your knees. And then 3 times the other way, taking it back. Oh, feeling hot. And release the arms. Hooray! Well done, hens. Right, let's get back down to the ground. Let's see what's going on with those eggs. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, send the arms wide as you press the bum back, fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Find your half lift. Exhale, release, step back to your downward facing dog. And then lower your knees. Send your bum back to your heels to find your child's pose. Maybe bringing your hands back with you behind your heels or onto your heels to find this kind of smaller child's pose, this egg-shaped child's pose, and breathe. Just take a moment to check in. Just see how you feel. We moved through that so fast, and that was a lot. There was some hefty movement in there. Just see how you feel. If you never want to be a hen again, that's cool. Me either. I'm lying. I would really like to be a hen again. I really enjoyed that. Could you tell? Take one last breath here. And then tuck your chin into your chest. Slowly roll yourself up. And we're going to come to a seat. Send your right leg out long, left sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Keep that right foot flexed. Send that left knee, left thigh out to the side. Inhale, rise your arms. Exhale, press back through your hips as you fold over this leg. You can bring your hands to the side of your leg. You can bring them to your foot, whatever feels good. Folding over this leg, pressing the bum back, keeping a little lift in the chest. I think that hens have such kind of jaggedy movements as they walk. So it really reminds me having a leg out long. It's like a chicken leg. Really like jaggedy old movements, which is not really what we want in yoga. Hence why we haven't really done much jaggedy stuff. But yeah, it always reminds me of the hen or the chicken in Moana. Oh, he's a rooster, isn't he? A rooster, I think. Those of you who haven't seen Moana will have no idea what I'm going on about. But he's quite the character. Struts around a lot. Strut. I think that's how hens walk. Anyway, tuck your chin into your chest and bring your hands all the way up towards the body. Right hand goes to the outside of left thigh. Left fingertips come behind you and just find a twist here. Just countering that fold, finding this twist. Sitting up tall for one final breath. And then turn back to center. Send your left leg out long, right sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Reach the arms up. Press back through the bum as you fold over this leg. Maybe hands to the ground, maybe to foot. Hinging at the hips, pressing the bum back. And can you bring that little toe back towards you? Your thumb, your big toe, the thumb of your foot is probably in front. Try and bring that little toe back and round. Bringing the outside of your foot in as well. Really breathing here over your chicken leg. Final 2 breaths here. And then tuck chin into chest, walk your hands back towards you. Head is last thing to rise. Left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh. Right fingertips behind you as you find a twist. Sitting up tall on the inhale and exhaling to maybe twist a little further. And then gently come back to center. Bring your feet to the mat and we're going to roll onto our backs into the tightest of little balls into your egg. Imagining you're now the tiny little chick inside of the egg that you laid earlier. Changing viewpoints quite dramatically in my exploration of the 3 French hens. And then separate the knees, send the arms up the inside of the legs. Hands grab a hold of little toe, side of the foot, as you find your happy baby. And you're now the chick hatching from said egg. So this could be a very cyclical practice. You could then go and do it all over again with the new chick that's hatched. I mean, all you have to do, just go back to the beginning. The world's your oyster. Maybe like me, you're going to release your legs, send your legs out long, arms out to the side, and find your Shavasana for however long you please. I'll see you maybe same time tomorrow, maybe a different time, for the 4 calling birds. 4 of them, and they're calling. Goodness me, what on earth is it going to be? There'll be no more pecking though, I promise. Have a lovely rest of your day.